enough of that. Welcome to another beer review, and a special beer review because I'm heartily excited about this. Now, anybody out there who really knows me knows that I love rock and roll music. As you can see, I've got a heavy metal t-shirt. I've got a heavy metal beer. There you go. I love my rock and roll. I'm trying to get... Oh, got it here. I'll look for my glasses there. Right, boys and girls, we are off to Hartlepool with this one. We're going to Cameron's Brewery, who do, if I remember, Strong Arm Red Ale. I did a while back, which I quite liked. And this is, boys and girls, Motorhead Roadcrew American Pale Ale. Look at that. That is so iconic, isn't it? So iconic. It's just like Iron Maiden's Eddie. Big fan of Motorhead. It was really sad when Lemmy died, and really sad when Filthy Animal, the original drummer, died as well. And so yeah, it's great that, you know, they're bringing out something like this. And Lemmy was, you know, for me, one of the most iconic, well, if not most iconic rock stars there's ever been. You know, you get a lot of rock stars who talk about they've done this and done that, and how many women they've had, how much drugs they've taken, and how much booze they've drunk. But, you know, a lot of it's bravado. Lemmy, believe it or not, you know, believe you me, boys and girls, Lemmy was the real deal. He was the real deal. He was no, you know, he said it how it was, and people didn't like that. People thought, people don't like the truth being told to them, and Lemmy had that in spades. He really did. So I'm going to dedicate this review to Lemmy, for starters. So here it is, Motorhead Roadcrew American Pale Ale. Lots of, I don't know what's coming in at. It's coming at 5%. There's the narrative. I will read you the narrative. Again, if anybody of you want to find out about Lemmy, pick up his book from Waterstones. I think it's called White Line Fever. I read it years ago. Really good book. Really good book. Lemmy wrote "We Are the Road Crew" as a tribute to his crew about his time as a roadie for Jimi Hendrix. He took 10 minutes to write this anthem, 10 minutes, whilst in a North London studio toilet. And on his own immortal words, it was the only quiet place in the building. I had an idea and I needed somewhere to work it through. That is the only song I can remember writing in the toilet. This is a quote from the song. I just love the life I lead. Another beer is what I need. Another gig, my ears bleed. We are the Road Crew. That's why it's called that. You know, it could have been easier to call it the Ace of Spades, obviously, because that is their most famous song. One of my favourite songs ever, actually. Wherever I'm in a pub and it's on a jukebox, which is very rare, boys and girls, that it's on a jukebox, so I'm not in a pub, I would kind of like stick it in and stick me money in and put it on, because I just love that song. It's just something about the Ace of Spades that is, you know, it just does it. Ticks all the boxes for me. Roadcrew is an American pale ale packed with full of hoppy citrus. It's got blackcurrant, it says. Motorhead for life. Here, Motorhead for life. So there it is, boys and girls. Great looking label, great looking narrative. They've done a good job on the presentation of this beer, and I do hope it's gonna be a cracking beer. I really do. So, a little bit of carbonation. This crown, I would just buy a load of bottles of this and get this crown and just look at that. It's fantastic, is it? Best crown you'll ever come across. And it smells really nice. It does. Thank God for that. Slight hint of, I would say, slight hint of pear and an apricot there, and a hint of orange. It smells nice. It smells what, you know, you associate pale ales with. I don't know what hops are in. Cascade maybe. Who knows? Because I don't tell you. So let's pour out. It's going to come out quite pale. I'm not too sure if she's bottle conditioned. I don't think so. She looks very clear actually. Very clear indeed. Now, you know, American Pale Ale, I can see why they call it American Pale Ale, because Lemmy did live in America for quite a long time actually. He frequented the Rainbow in Sunset Boulevard. He was quite famous for, you know, just being a normal guy at the bar, and you know, if he ever kind of like walked in there, he would just talk to anybody, and that's what I liked about, you know, when I read about him. You know, he's just a normal guy, you know, he's been there, done it, you know, wore the t-shirt, you know, but, you know, if you're sitting at the bar, he'll talk to you. I read loads of stories, but people just going in the Rainbow just to get a glimpse of him in the Rainbow Bar and Grill, and he would be there and he'll just talk to people, and that is what you know, another lovable thing about him, you know. So I'm going on about him. Sorry. So it's clear, quite a steady stream of carbonation there, very filtered looking beer. Still, it's kind of like subdued itself with lovely little fruity notes from the neck light, but you can smell a slight crispness in that beer. It does smell nice. So I'm going to make a toast to the great man himself, Lemmy Kilminster. Cheers, wherever you are. Hope you're having a good time. I think he'll be downstairs, he won't be upstairs. He said once in a quote, you know, when I die, I'm going to go down to hell, because that's where all the pool tables are and the fruit machines. So cheers. Nice little crisp character on the front end, which goes with it. Slight hint of grapefruit in there, but it feels, you know, it's 5% ABV. It feels like a sessionable beer to me. It feels like a beer you can just drink shitloads, but it's gonna creep back on you and kick you in the bollocks after about 7 or 8 of them. It's very crisp. It feels more lagery-ish, actually. You just get a big grapefruit bite on it, which I would say, you know, it's not complex at all. It just feels like a crisp, refreshing type of beer. I'm going to go in for one more time. Bit of it's not opening up anymore. It's crisp, it's refreshing, big bite of grapefruit there. Throughout the taste, from the front to the back, grapefruit just like sticks its nose in all the time. There is a hint of orange rind about it, lemon rind there as well, which is adding to the bitterness as well. It's not overtly bitter, but it is okay. It's okay. These banned kind of like beers, I'm quite wary of. You know, it's kind of like, it's a trend. It's a trend which I was wary of when I first started. You know, Iron Maiden brought out the Trooper, which is okay beer. To be honest, I've had it on cask and I've had it in the bottle, and it wasn't a bad beer at all. When I brought out the red and black porter, that was disappointing. And you get all these other bands which are bringing out beers. Anthrax have just brought out a pale ale, which I want to get hold of and give it a review. Megadeth have brought out, I think, a saison, Saison, Megadeth, I think it is Saison anyway. So all these rock and roll bands, Kiss even, but Kiss have been kind of like been flogging anything with Kiss on over the years. But you know, all in all, they have been okay, these band beers, if you want to call them that. And this one is a good one. They've done a good job. They've kind of like given you a nice, good label, lots of integrity about that label, good quality about it, and they've also delivered a nice refreshing beer as well. So boys and girls, 11 minutes in, I don't care, it's Motorhead. Cameron's Motorhead Roadcrew American Pale Ale, recommend that. Just buy it for the bottle, just buy it for the bottle, and buy it for the, look at that, buy it for the cap as well. You know, the beer inside, it's not going to blow your socks, but it's refreshing, it's sessionable to a degree, it's got a bit of bite about it, and it's okay. And on that score, thanks for watching this review. Please subscribe, murder me in the comments, and I'll see you boys and girls on my next one. So cheers.